Alright, this is my 2020 Lowrider S. Just going to do a video to show all the mods I've done to the bike. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so this is going to be done in one take. So if I stutter and mumble my words up, please forgive me. I'll just do a walk around so you can see all the angles, get an idea of the build I've done on this. I guess you really can't call it a build, but of all the different mods. I really like this bike. It's a torque monster. So much grunt, so much power, pulling power. Really fun to ride. I've had it for about a year and I think I'll probably keep this bike forever. And if I feel like getting another bike, I'll just get another one and keep this one. I think it's that good. So to start off with, first thing I did after buying the bike was put on this Bassani 2-in-1 exhaust. Happy with it. Really deep and throaty and way better than the stock exhaust. The only discoloration after a year is just up there where you can kind of see the powder coating, if that's what it is, just coming off a bit. Guess it's from the heat. Next thing I'd done with these, switch out the pegs. The stock pegs are just shit. There's so many aftermarket pegs on the market, and took me quite a while to work out what I was going to buy, just because there's so many to choose from. But at the end of the day, I went with these Harley Davidson pegs. I got them in brushed aluminium first because they were like half price, but I just didn't like the way they looked on the bike, so I swapped them and went with these black ones. Really good quality, really solid, feel really good underfoot. It's the 80 grit series. With the brake, you can see the back brake pedal, when they come stock they're down here, and the back brake is really shit. I adjusted the nuts on here, lifted the brake pedal up, improved it somewhat. I improved it quite a bit actually, so at least now that you can feel the back brake and it's usable. Before it was barely usable. If there's probably only one negative about the bike, it is the back brake. But doing this is just a couple of minute job and you can get a much better feel out of it. Alright, moving on to the front end of the bike. Changed out the stock brake and clutch levers to black, just for looks. They're exact same shaped lever, just in black. I was going to pull the originals off and powder coat them, but at the end of the day I just bought new ones. One other thing I didn't like about the looks of this Lowrider was the big stock indicators. So I got rid of them altogether. Put in these under perch indicators. I think they look really tidy, really neat. I really like the look that they give. As you know, the stock ones are huge big circles. I know a lot of the guys keep them and put those custom dynamic LED white rings, daytime running lights I guess you call them. They look pretty cool, but I thought I would just get rid of them altogether and go with that really clean, tidy, minimalist look. Is kind of what I was going for. Grips. Went Harley Davidson grips. I think these are called the Get Grip. They're a good quality, high quality grip. Good if you're riding with gloves. If you forget your gloves, these I guess the grip, it's got this knurled finish on it. If you're riding without gloves, it does feel quite aggressive on your hands, and it can get a bit uncomfortable. After that, went with the thrash and risers. So if you have a look here, these are the thrash and 8-inch straight risers. I did not want to go pullback risers. Now with the cabling, I've wrapped them all in the matte black tape. Give it a real neat and clean, tidy look. You know, you see some people install these and cable tie the wiring and looks a bit messy, but to me that looks really tidy. Also went with polyurethane bushings in there. As you can see, 8-inch risers. To me, they look almost like possibly they could have been factory, and that's kind of also a look I was going for. Nothing outrageous, neat and clean. I think that's it for the front end. Actually, no. Oil cooler guard here. Got this off eBay. Just covers up the front oil cooler, made out of metal, powder coated black, mesh with the HD, probably laser cut in there. That looks really cool. Moving down the bike, you can see from factory it has the same matte black tape on some of the cables and wiring down here, which I repeated up there. Alright, went this San Diego custom settlement seat. Now, I really like the look of the seat, the factory seat. It's really soft, really comfortable. The only reason I changed it out is because when you get on the throttle on one of these bikes, you do feel the power, and you need that support when you get on it. With this seat on there, it really holds you in place so you can open the throttle right up without getting sucked off the back. Comfy, expensive, but money well spent. Around the back here, same thing with the indicators. Deleted those. As you know, the factory ones stick out here and they're the same size as the front indicators. Big and ugly in my opinion. So deleted them, put these covers in, just 3D printed cover around the back of the bike. You can see how tidy that is and clean looking. The indicators are now in that tail light there. That's a Moons MC. Don't know what version it is, can't remember, but a Moons MC blacked out tail light. Also here in Sydney, Australia, we're lucky to have very small license plates. So got a bit of a lay down plate there in black. Like some of those other countries with the huge license plates, it really takes away from the look of the bike, but we're just lucky here. We have lots of options with our license plates. You can see the back of the bike's really tidy, clean. The other thing I did was an SNS 475 cam. I kept the chrome push rods, SNS adjustable chrome push rods. Kept chrome down the bottom in the covers, just to give it that sleeper look. This bike's making 127 horsepower, 124 foot-pounds of torque. It's an absolute beast. That's just from a cam dyno tune. It's all in the dyno tuning. It's best money spent. Best mod on the bike was that cam. Sounds amazing. The torque and power is just incredible. Bike was fully dyno tuned by APL Bikes here in Sydney. Like I was saying, 127 horsepower and 124 torque just from a cam, bolt-in cam, and a proper full dyno tune. So that's the bike. Just do one more walk around. So you can have one more look. Really like this look of the bike on this side. People say this is the ugly side of the bike, but like, look at that. I love the look of this side of the bike. So clean. To me, these bikes look best with less. Like, less is more. Delete everything you don't need. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the bike.